The next speaker is none other than our Secretary General, Mr. Thia Kiang.
我首先呢会先用英语讲，然后呢在迟一些时候呢我会用潮州话跟华语演讲。Oh, hi, is she here?
Chen told me the Sylvia is already here.
Okay, let him go. Voters of Hougang constituency, friends, fellow Singaporeans, a very good evening. I have to tell you, my friends and supporters of Hougang, leaving Hougang is one of the hardest decisions I have ever made in my life. Hougang has been such a huge part of me. You gave me your vote of confidence to represent you for the first time in 1991. Over the next 20 years, you courageously supported me despite the carrots and threats from the PAP government. I'm deeply grateful for your unwavering support. I'm honored and proud to have been your MP. I made many friends here, and I have many fond memories of being with you. A part of me will always remain in Hougang. However, there are times when all of us have to make tough decisions. For the Workers' Party and me, the time is now. We have make changes so that we can represent you more effectively in changing political landscapes. We have to make changes so that the Workers' Party can work towards a first world parliament for the future of our nation. Hougang is the right place for the Workers' Party to share with Singaporeans our vision of a first world parliament. There is a strong spirit of First World Parliament here in Hougang. Singapore has grown from a third world economy to one with a large GDP and advanced infrastructure. But even though we are economically more advanced now, we are not truly a first world country unless Singapore matures as a democracy. For Singapore to mature as a democracy, our governance mechanisms must be sound. Unless we have checks and balances in our political system, we cannot claim to be a first world country. That is why the Workers' Party's manifesto for this election is Vote Workers' Party towards a first world parliament. You might ask, what is a first world parliament? It is a hallmark of good governance. It is not just about debate. It goes beyond robust debate. It is in the context of Singapore. A first world parliament is the presence of a critical mass of elected opposition MPs with full voting rights and mandates. The PAP government has been a very strong executive government. Our parliament today consists of 82 PAP MPs and 2 elected opposition MPs. Do you think this is desirable? What is the result of the current situation in our parliament? Policies and laws which affect each and every one of you, yourself, your family, your children, and your communities, are being bulldozed through without much consultation or robust debate. Do you want to allow the PAP to carry on in this way? The Workers' Party has been telling the government that the HDB flag is priced too high. It will become a financial burden to our younger generation. They will be mortgaging their future if they end up spending their whole life paying for the housing mortgage. The interest they have to pay will eat into their savings. What will be left for their old age and other daily needs? The response from the government is that HDB flags are affordable. Are they really affordable? Do you agree with them? Just look at Sengkang, very near here. Over 5 years, from 2005 to 2010, the price of a new 3-room flat has increased 21% at the lowest end of the price range, and 46% increase at the highest end. And at Punggol, the price of a new 4-room flat has increased 56% at the lowest and 46% at highest end. Given that median household income has definitely not increased by 25 to 50%, affordability is definitely an issue. The Minister for National Development, Mr. Ma, said that a young couple can own a HDB flat. He said a young couple can own a HDB flat without having to save for down payment, and the monthly cash payment is minimal. Even if we were to accept that this is true, he forgot to say that they would need to pay for their flat for 20 to 25 years. This means that they can only start saving for their old age when they're already in their 40s or 50s. So most people will probably have to work to their graves, so as they cannot afford to retire. This is a situation we can talk about until the cows come home. The PAP will ignore you because there are only 2 elected opposition members of parliament. At every election since 1991, no new opposition member has been elected. PAP has taken your support for granted. This is why, in this election, we urge you to vote for the Workers' Party. It is time to move towards a first world parliament where there will be more elected opposition members who represent you and to make the government accountable. In response, a PAP minister said that the Workers' Party's intention of the First World Parliament is the Workers' Party wants to be co-driver, to be in the front seat, next to the driver, and tussle for the steering wheel. This is the usual PAP tactic of threatening the people about the consequence of voting for opposition. Maybe we need to remind the minister that we are all inside the same vehicle. If the vehicle has an accident, all of us could be injured or die. But bear in mind, we are in a vehicle. Putting on safety belt and just hope that the driver will bring you to your destination is not enough. A co-driver is essential, especially when the road gets tougher to navigate The co-driver is there to slap the driver when he drives off course or when he falls asleep or drives dangerously. But of course, if the driver is friendly, drive responsibly, then just keep talking to him to keep him awake. However, dear fellow Singaporeans, the Workers' Party has yet to have the driving license. Whether we will get it depends on you, the voters. In fact, the whole problem here is that without all co-driver, Singaporeans keep getting taken for a ride. It is time Singaporeans start looking for a co-driver, train the potential co-driver, support and cultivate the potential co-driver, so that one day the potential co-driver can actually also have a driving license to take over even when necessary. For that to happen, you have to vote for the Workers' Party and move towards a first world parliament. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lau. The next speaker is our candidate for alternate GRC, Mr. Chen Mao.
Thank you. Sahabat-sahabatku, salam hormat. Nama saya Chen Mao dari Parti Pekerja. Melayu saya tidak bagus. Tapi saya akan kubah. Ini apa kita akan buat di parlimen jika diundi. Akan buat yang terbaik untuk Anda. Majulah Singapura. Majulah Singapura. Majulah Singapura untuk semua. Tidak kira apa bangsa, bahasa, atau agama. Sila sokong Parti Pekerja. Terima kasih.各位乡亲父老， 安哥安弟，朋友们，常常有人问我，你是不是新移民？我说，我算是旧移民了。我随着爸爸妈妈带着妹妹移民来新加坡，已经快满40年了。这40年来，我们见证了新加坡各方面的发展及变化。只是在民主政治这个层面，我们国家进步了多少？有没有进步？这都还是见仁见智。5年一次的大选，5年一次的群众大会，人生有几个5年？我们这群人，好几代的工人党员，5年复5年，一次又一次参加选举，站在台上，到底是有什么诉求？我们希望你用手中神圣的一票，做长期的规划，帮助工人党茁壮成长，为新加坡服务，为你服务。为什么？因为国会里要是一党独大，没有有效的监督，没有有效的竞争，执政党能够为所欲为，这是出不了好政策的，这是不对的。政府施政要参考民意，可是如果全部靠执政党他的自觉性，他自己约束自己，这是不够的。没有竞争的话，连重大的政策，你期望政府来参考你的意见，这也是很难的。我问你，新加坡政府每年要让进几十万名外劳才算够，他们有问你吗？因人有问你无？新加坡政府每一年要付一位部长几百万块钱才算够，因人有问你无？因人有插你无？恁爱出声，因才会听到。可是各位，我记得5年前，我 们群众大会规模跟今天晚上一样的庞大，人数一样的多，群众一样的热腾。可是隔几天后投票，工人党的选票依旧没有过半数。朋友，这一个星期的嘉年华会以后，你要冷静地思考你的未来。我们要有勇气，才会有希望。谢谢。Vanakkam. And Piru Shomao. Patali Kachiku Woti Podungao. Nandere. Brothers and sisters, it's good to be home. People ask me why I'm standing for election. Besides that, I explain that I'm heeding the call of the leaders of our nation, both the PM and the DPM, who said, I would encourage any Singaporean who is committed to come forward, step forward to work together for the good of Singapore and Singaporeans as a whole. So here we are. We have come forward. We stand here. No, I stand here. We sit here. We are serious people, and we want to help you ask the serious questions that will make our democratic system of government work better. We cannot have a parliament house and not have the kind of people in it that will make it work. Serious questions must be asked. Like how many millions of dollars to pay a government minister a year is enough? Like how many hundreds of thousands of foreign workers to bring in every year is enough? The average monthly household income from work per household member was just $354 last year. $354 a month for the bottom 10% of our employed households, compared to 340 3 years ago, without adjusting for inflation. 354 last year versus 340 in 2008. What about the next group? Household members in employed households between the bottom 10% and the bottom 20%, $675 per month last year, compared to $630 3 years ago, without adjusting for inflation. Their income has clearly failed to grow at the same pace as our GDP growth. The GDP grew faster than the income that we just talked about. And you know, it's not just for the bottom 10%, bottom 20%. You can say the same about our median household income. That's the income of half of our households over the last 5-10 years. So where did all our GDP growth go? It went to corporate profits and wage income for top earners. So in this environment, is it not fair for the Workers' Party to ask that prices of new HDB flats be pegged to the income of eligible households? Is it not fair for the Workers' Party to ask for the workfare income supplement to be benchmarked against increases in cost of living? Is it not fair for the Workers' Party to ask for an unemployment insurance scheme for our unemployed workers? You know, I don't know if you're familiar with the story of the Wizard of Oz. When I was a schoolboy, we read that. Sometimes I feel that when we vote, we should bear in mind the lessons that Dorothy and her friends learned on their way to the Emerald City. You know, first, there's a scarecrow, and he wanted a new brain. When we vote, we should use our head. We should think about what is good for us, what is good for our children. Second, there's a Tin Woodsman who wanted a heart. So when you vote, also think about the Singaporeans who are worse off than you, having a harder time trying to make a living, a good living in Singapore. Third, there's a cowardly lion who wanted some courage. So after you know what's right to do, have the courage to do what's right, even if it means some changes from what you are used to. Singapore, don't be a cowardly lion. So, in a week, When you vote, brothers and sisters, you take heart, you have courage, and above all, use your head. Vote Workers' Party. Let's move towards a first world parliament. Thank you.